To the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? White 25. 51. Exit, exit. Watch the eye. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Let me go.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Black 22. Black spot 4. Green, triple T. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he's... steps out of bounds that close, not their best play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Buccaneers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Let's go. 60 or. Oh, you got deep? Fire.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
54, right there, 54.
Winston to throw it this time. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Any weapon.
They go play action. Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On third down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, even. White.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Winston. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Winston now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And some room to roam now. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A first down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. To the air again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if
he's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Winston. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go now. Check. Stick one. Run to the ball. Run to the ball.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check. 53. Triple T. 3 balls.
Again, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Let me know right now. You bet. General West.
On first and 10, Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A second down throw for Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
I think you're 48. Let's see what you got. Check.
Here's Madison running on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
180. 59. Mark the 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check 25.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Check 3.
2. X3. 218. Chop.
He'll get it up the middle, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Kill.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
49.
Lynn 50.
Watch the curl.
Third and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll go again to Jones. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
At the 43-yard line.
After the sack, here's second and 11.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Flag. Let's go, Cap. Easy.
55's my guy. 55.
Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Steps away to his left. And Winston lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. kickoff return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Winston. Caught by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They run it again with Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Winston. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready? Blue lady.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And here we go.
Easy. Hey.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try to throw now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, let's make these 5 on the
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Again, it's Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Here we go. Let's go.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's got Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? White 25. 51 to Mike. Here we go.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you,
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
You don't want no problems with me. Ready? Blue lady.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock. but the clock wasn't even moving. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but